Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. And in today's video, we are talking about something that I feel like a lot of people don't talk about, or I feel like we haven't personally talked about on this channel. So I got a DM the other day by somebody over on Instagram, and they basically asked me, okay, these are all the red flags that we've spoken about when it comes to like relationships and meeting people and all that fun stuff. But are there any green flags that we should be looking out for? And my mind went, yes, there are so many green flags that we can use to actually evaluate relationships now in 2025. So we're going to get into that in this video. If you're interested, grab a cute drink. Of course, we're doing water because we're staying hydrated. And let's get right into this video and talk all about the 10 green flags that you can look out for when you're dating in 2025. Number one, they communicate openly and honestly, and they're okay with having the hard conversations. Now, this is something that I feel like a lot of people don't have nowadays, the ability to just be open, be themselves, be authentically who they are, talk about the feelings, talk about the trauma, talk about the things that make up them. And the reality of it is it does two things for us. One, it allows that person to be open and honest with themselves so they're able to actually know if they want to be with this individual in the future. And number two, it allows the person that you're dating to understand if they actually want to be in a partnership with you. And the reality of it is if you don't show your best foot forward first, you don't try to actually show the person who you are, how are they going to know who you are? So this is a huge major green flag, somebody that's able to communicate, be honest, and just be open with conversation. And that leads to emotional availability. People who are emotionally available are able to actually demonstrate and show that, have those deep conversations, talk about their feelings. And if you're in a relationship right now and you feel like you're struggling with your partner to really allow them to express their feelings, or you're struggling with expressing your feelings, you can actually use this tool right here. It's called the emotion wheel. And this basically allows you to kind of pick an emotion across the wheel and really communicate that with your partner. Tell your partner how you feel. Tell them why you're feeling that way. Dig into it and try to understand where that's coming from. Number two, they make you feel safe and secure. A green flag in a person is them creating a safe space for you. They're creating a space for you to come and talk to them about things. Also for you to just be your authentic self. They make you feel like you're not walking on eggshells. There's not one foot in, one foot out. They're secure with you. They understand that, this is a partnership that you're building, and they give you the reassurance that's necessary to ensure that you're feeling good about this relationship. If you are guessing how that person feels about you, they're not creating security for you. A person that's creating security for you is gonna tell you. They are going to literally tell you. So if you are literally staring at your phone and talking to your girls or your guys and being like, hey, does this girl like me or does this guy like me? Let me tell you, if you have to ask yourself that question, reevaluate it. Because the truth of it is you're gonna know. You are going to know. When a person likes you, you know, because they show you that they like you. So if you're second guessing it, if you're kind of confused, just be aware of that and see if there's a lack of security that's being presented by that person. And I really just want to piggy this back on our attachment styles. Understand your attachment style. I say this in almost every video we talk about when it comes to romantic relationships. When you understand your attachment style and you kind of evaluate the attachment style of the other person or even talk to them about it, you'll get an understanding of where you guys are. If this is something that's compatible or if you're going to clash. So personally for me in relationships, I tend to be a secure attachment style because I've worked on my attachment style. But with the wrong people, I will sway into anxious because the thing is, if I have to guess things, if I have to question, if I have to be like, does this person like me? Are they playing games, etc.? It makes me confused. And I want to tell you guys, for those of you that are struggling with this in a relationship or in a talking stage with someone, it has more to do with them than with you. And I know there's this concept in society that says you can overthink things, but the reality of it is what your gut is telling you, how you're feeling is what it is. If this person communicated correctly to you, you wouldn't feel that way. And if you're ever feeling anxious or insecure, ask them and see how they respond to it. And if they respond in a way that's kind of defensive, they're not trying to stand up for you, they're not trying to help you overcome that feeling, then maybe they're not the right person for you. And I'll tell you, I learned this from personal experience. I was dealing with this one guy that was extremely secure. He knew exactly what he needed for his life, and he was very on top of my emotions. Whenever I felt insecure, I would just tell him, hey, I'm feeling insecure about this, or you're doing this thing that's making me feel insecure. Can you kind of help me out with that? And he would sit with me and be like, I'm really sorry that I'm making you feel this way. Let's talk about it. And that is somebody that's creating security and safety for you. And that is a major green flag. Number three, they show up with effort. Now I got a DM from one of you that literally spoke to me about the whole talk versus effort thing. And this is amazing because the truth of it is a person can say all they want to say. They can say all the wonderful words that you want to hear. And for people that are words of affirmation people, which is me, completely me. It took me a lot to kind of learn that I need to see actions backing up what they're talking about. And the truth of it is, someone who really likes you, who's a green flag, is going to pay attention to the little details. They're going to pay attention to the things that you like, and they're going to show up with those kind of things. They're going to literally demonstrate to you with little things and little ways that they do things and things that they say that they care about you and that they want you to succeed and do well and be happy. The truth of it is, people who are genuine about you are not only going to say they are genuine about you, they are also going to follow that up with actions to show you that they're actually serious about you. A person that genuinely wants to be with you is going to do the work and show the effort to show you that they want to be with you. It's so simple. I don't understand why we complicate this. The reality of it is when a person wants to text you, they're going to text you. When a person wants to call you, they're going to call you. It's not that difficult. Think about it. When you like someone, do you text them? Do you call them? Do you want to see them? Do you want to make plans with them? Do you like get all giddy and fun around them? Yeah. So like they feel that too, okay? Like if they really feel that way about you, they're going to do it. And if they're not, register that. The reality of it is we all know how it feels like to be in love or to like someone. So if they are not reciprocating that energy over to you, pull your energy back or have that conversation with them. See if you guys are on the same page. And if they're not, make a decision for yourself and choose to walk away if that's not working for you. And I'll give you an example of something that's so simple, but really demonstrates someone that is not just talking, but actually does care about you. So if you've demonstrated to a person that like, let's say you have a certain coffee order or you're really tired that day, you're not feeling too well, and they know your coffee order, they know kind of like what you might like, and you see them that same day and they literally show up with your coffee order, or they show up in a way that shows you that they care about you. Maybe they're like, hey, I know you probably haven't eaten today. Do you want to grab something to eat? Let's go feed you. Let's go take care of you. Do you want to lie down? Do you want to rest? Let me take care of you. This is a person that genuinely cares about you, okay? Because a person that doesn't care about you is not going to take the necessary steps to show you that they care about you. And also, I just want to put a little disclaimer here. The right person for you is going to be consistent in this behavior, okay? A green flag is somebody that doesn't just talk the talk, but walks the walk and also is able to be consistent with that behavior. Now, we're not always going to be at 100%. We're human beings. We're not always going to operate like that, but they communicate with you. When a person isn't able to maybe show up, whatever certain situation happens, because we're human, it's okay. They communicate that with you and they make you feel secure. Going back to number 2. Number 4, they support your growth and they challenge you as a person. Listen, your person, the person you're going to be with, should challenge you. They should make you want to become the absolute best version of yourself. If you are with someone that makes you feel lazy, complacent, doesn't challenge you, doesn't help you grow, doesn't even support your goals and dreams, what are you doing? You need to be with someone that's literally going to support you, that believes in the things that you're doing, supports you. Find little ways to support you. It doesn't necessarily have to be like, you say that you're into like real estate and they're like, I'm going to buy you a car so you can do real estate. No, maybe they just show up for you, They make sure that you're being fed. They make sure that you're, going into your meetings on time, or like they just support you in other ways that allow you to do what you want to do and grow and progress in your career and your ambitions. They also challenge you. Look, if your partner is not challenging you to become the better version of yourself, there's a mismatch there. You and your partner are building something together, not just a foundation for like, let's say if you do want to get married, you do want to have a family, you want those kinds of things, that's great, but they also have to challenge you in terms of your personal growth. And if they're not doing that, there's a mismatch there, and you need to sit with yourself and understand, do you want to just be the same person you were like 5 years from now? Do you really want that for yourself? And if you don't want that, then you need a partner that's also going to challenge you in that aspect and make you want to grow. Remember, the person you choose to stand by you is a reflection of you. If you are choosing somebody that quite literally cannot be reflected onto you, like it doesn't work, it's like it's not matching, then you need to evaluate that. You need to determine if that's something that you actually want for yourself. Because the reality of it is that person does play a significant role in your life. And if they're not challenging you, if they're not supporting you in what you're trying to do for yourself, like it's something you really need to be honest with yourself about. Number 5, they align in terms of your life and the goals you have for yourself. So the right person for you, or a major green flag, is that this person has very similar goals to you. They have a very similar outlook on life to you. So I'll give you an example of what this is not. Let's say you're a very city person. You want to live in the city, you want to have a city life. That's what you want to do in the hustle and bustle. But this person wants to own a farm, very far away, and they don't really want to be around a lot of people. They want to do farming for the rest of their lives. Do you think this is going to work? You also have to be considerate of what your life would look like with that person. And the right person for you, a major green flag, is when that person aligns with you. They align with you in terms of goals and dreams and ambitions. If you're a person that doesn't want to get married and you met someone that really wants to get married, Evaluate that, right? Is that something that's really going to work in the long run? Maybe it's the whole kids versus non-kids issue, right? All these things have to be aligned. It could be religion. There's so many things that you really need to dig deep when it comes to the person that you're choosing to be with. And a major green flag is when that person's aligned with you in terms of what you both want for your life. Number 6, they have healed enough to be able to show you emotional maturity and emotional availability. Now, this is a big one because I think in 2025, we're hopping into this new era. There are a lot of unhealed people. And the reality of it is unhealed people will breed toxicity and it will lead to toxic relationships. And if you don't want to be in a toxic relationship, then don't be with an unhealed person. When a person is unhealed, it doesn't make them a bad person. It just means that they haven't become self-aware enough or done the work enough to really understand what's wrong, what's happened, what things they need to overcome to up-level into the best version of themselves. Now, understand that when you're dealing with somebody like this that hasn't up-leveled, that hasn't done the work, that hasn't demonstrated that they're able to actually build with you, what that leads to is emotional discrepancies. So they're going to project things onto you because of old insecurity issues. Maybe it's like old trust issues, trauma from the past. All of that is going to be projected onto you in your relationship. And the reality of it is if that happens, it's going to lead to a lot of issues, a lot of insecurity, a lot of, just like situations that you don't have to deal with and you wouldn't have to deal with had that person already healed prior to entering into this with you. You need to be aware of people who are healed and unhealed. Now, look, I'm not saying a person can never heal. Of course they can heal. We can all heal. We've all healed in certain ways. But the thing is, you need a version of a person that has healed enough to be present with you and to allow you to have, that level of emotional availability and emotional maturity that you're looking for. Because we're talking about green flags, I'm going to split the difference between emotional maturity and emotional intelligence and availability for you. So emotional maturity is when a person understands the implications of what they say and what they do. And emotionally mature people are able to take accountability. They apologize when they do things wrong. They understand the implications of the things that they say and they try their best to create a safe space for you. They understand that they're not going to overstep something or they think before they speak. That is the thing about emotionally mature people. They understand this fact. Emotionally immature people, on the other hand, never apologize. They never take accountability. They think that everything that they do is okay and they don't consider the feelings of the other person. So beware of those. In terms of emotional availability, this is somebody who's actually able to sit with you and have difficult conversations. They're not somebody who's avoidant and runs away from all the hard stuff because they don't want to face it. They're able to actually sit there and be like, hey, I get it. There's an issue. You're not feeling okay. Let's talk about it. Number 7, they have healthy relationships around them. They have good relationships with their family, with their friends. They're able to hold friends for many years. Maybe they've had friends that they've known since they were really young. Like they're really able to just sustain relationships. And this is such a big thing because you have to understand that like your boyfriend or girlfriend needs to have people outside of you to go to. They need to have structured people, good people that they're able to go to for advice when it comes to maybe something you guys are going through. They need to have healthy outlets for that, healthy places that they're able to go to. Now, if they're friends with people that only party, only hook up, only cheat, what do you think is going to be their outlook on things? Probably the same thing. So you need to be careful with who their friends are, who their entourage is, because understand, like I always say, you are the average of the 5 people you hang out the most with. So if their friends are like that, there's going to be like the smallest chance that they're not like that. So I need you to really be concrete about this and understand that a major green flag is when they have very healthy relationships around them. Number 8, they are not jealous of you. This is one of the biggest things when it comes to, we were talking about support and like making sure that they really like care about your goals and your dreams. Your partner, your perfect person is not going to be jealous of you. They don't look at you and be like, oh, I'm going to like compete with that person to be better. No, they look at you and they're like, wow, like I'm inspired by this person. I really love how this person has done this thing for themselves. I'm really admiring this person. I understand this person. This is beautiful and I want to support them in their process. That is what a major green flag is. On the other hand, if they're judging you, criticizing you, they look at your growth as competition. They look at your growth as insignificant. They look at you and say, that person is not good enough. They say that they're this thing, but I don't think they're that. If they're jealous of you, like this is not it for you. Like if you needed to hear it, like that's not it for you, because what that's going to do is it's going to breathe that energy. And remember, it's a low vibrational energy on the energy chart. And if you're operating in that, how are you going to achieve your goals? How are you going to continue to work towards things? Understand that people like that are energy drainers. They will drain you of all of your energy, and you won't have energy to invest in the things that actually matter to you. And why have that when you can have a partner that really cares about you? A partner that believes in your goals, believes in your dreams, and wants to make them a reality for yourself and for what you're building together. Number 9, they treat you as a priority and not an option. They are going to reply to your messages. They are going to call you. They are going to understand the role that you play in their life. And they're going to make sure that you know it too. This person is going to show you exactly how much they care about you. They're going to prioritize you. Let's say they have like an appointment on the same day they're supposed to see you. They'll move it, or they'll make adjustments, or even suggest, hey, can we do this instead? Or can we do this time instead? They'll make an effort to show you that they do still want to see you, that they do want to make it work with you. That's somebody who puts you as a priority, not someone who casually, nonchalantly says, oh yeah, like I'm free this day. No, a person who wants to see you is going to do the thing. Number 10, they bring you peace. They bring you love, they bring you joy, and they make you fall completely in love with your life again. The right person for you is going to make you feel fucking alive, okay? They are going to make you feel like everything in your life has purpose, has meaning, and is loved. And this is something I can truly say. I feel like people who are good for us make us see the positive in things, make us understand that life is big and whole and we can achieve all the things we want to because they're backing us up. They are our backbone. They will make you feel as though everything on this planet is possible. They will love you in a way that pours into you and nurtures you and cares about you and really just shows you that you're a special human being. I actually read this somewhere where someone said they make your life feel like you're walking in color instead of walking in black and white. And I felt like that was so immensely beautiful. The right person for you, you're gonna know, you're gonna feel it in every bone of your being. You're gonna feel it, you're gonna know. Because the truth of it is we know things before we even like experience things sometimes. You know, like we meet someone and we kind of already have a feeling and we know what that is. I can speak from personal experience. Every time I have been, had an intuitive thought, it was always true. At the end of the day, my intuitive thought was always true. How I felt the first time when I was first talking to that person or the first time I met that person is exactly how it panned out to be for me. Because the truth of it is you already know. You already know if that person is right for you or not. You already know how that person's going to impact your life. Or not. You know the second that you meet them. You know the second that your energies collide with each other. Because we're all energies, right? We all feel, we all think, we all breathe. This is all something that we do. So when you become really in line with your intuition, you believe in yourself, in your gut, in your feelings, you'll know. Be in tune with your present energy to understand if that's for you or not. And the right person, trust me, okay, will make you feel so alive. They'll make you feel like life is big and beautiful and bold and will pour into you and you'll pour into them and it'll build a beautiful foundation for a wonderful relationship. All right, so this is the end of our video today on 10 green flags that we should look out for when it comes to love. I hope this kind of gave you a little bit of insight on the things you should look out for and the things that maybe if they're lacking, you should take a step back and evaluate that situation. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video and I will chat with you super soon. I believe in you and you can do it, and I'll see you next time.